Well, exciting news. I finally got my fire pit to work. So I've got the fire going. I've been out here for a minute, and Roscoe is furious. I'm gonna go in soon, but thought I would make a little update video. Okay, I've been here for 8 days now, and I'm still been a bit of a hermit. I thought I was gonna go to the social club this weekend, but they were having a members only event. And while I don't mind that, non-members can come, you just have to pay $30. It was fine, like drinks, music, it's a good deal. I paid for 2 drinks in LA for that price. But I did want dinner there, and the only thing they were offering was enchiladas, and I'm not sure how I feel about enchiladas. That's not my go-to Mexican food of choice. So I passed, and I just went to the grocery store, and then I got a burger at this diner, and then I came home. So yeah, being a little bit of a hermit, because I'm still kind of melancholy, having some sad nights. The nights are tough, like right now, I get lonesome, but today was a sad day too. I don't know, I was very lonesome. It's interesting. Grief is interesting, because, I don't know, it's been a tough year. So for those of you that don't know, my neighbor, who was like a father figure to me and my close friends, also a nerd, love nerds, he was tragically killed at the end of December, and that really just turned my world upside down. But it also made me realize that I wanted to get out there and not waste any more time waiting for my ducks to be in a row to live my life, because I learned that obviously it can be taken away in a moment. Like, he just left the house to go run an errand and get some firewood and got killed by another car. So it's tough. So that's why I started putting myself out there. I'd already been mulling it over to start dating again, and then I really, went for it at the beginning of the year. So then I got really excited when I crossed paths with this guy, because we'd met 7 years ago, but he was dating someone who kind of looked like me and had my name, which is a whole different bag of rocks, bag of worms, can of worms. So, the timing was just off, but we were attracted to each other. And then he says he reached out over the years. I disagree with that. One sentence on an Instagram story saying good content or something is not asking me out. And he says that he also asked me out on a date, and it was not I don't even remember it, so it clearly wasn't a date. And I canceled on him twice, which I don't remember. And then we went out for and I had him help me like set up a sandwich board for some job I was doing at Best Buy. It's so funny, because I don't remember this at all. I mean, I remember going to Best Buy, I don't remember him being there. It sounds vaguely familiar, but either way, I was clearly not thinking of it as a date, because I wouldn't have treated someone like that. I thought it was just a random hangout. And he had that girlfriend who looked like me, who had my name beforehand, so I didn't really want to be like the rebound version of her. Anyway, so he said he tried to reach out over the years, and I was like, okay, well, we can agree to disagree on that. And then anyway, we ran across each other on Hinge, and it was like right about the time I was about to delete the app. I was sick of it, and I just happened to open it and saw a name, and was like, okay, I'll click it. And then I saw it was him, and I was like, oh, hey, stranger. Well, let's see, because he had liked me. And then we started chatting, and then he asked me out for dinner and a movie, like a real date. It was really nice, because again, we already knew each other, and we had a great date, and we hit it off, and we both were looking for the same things, so I thought we were both wanting something serious. We're at an age where we want to find someone to be a partner and settle down and just, have a life, and we were very compatible. So I am like grieving this not working, like really hard, which is kind of strange. But like I said, my therapist said I'm allowed to grieve it. And then I texted my friend Travis, love him, he's such a wise old owl, today, and I was like, hey, I'm really missing this guy today. I don't really know why. And then he wrote me back and he said, well, probably because you were dating him and you really liked him, and now that has been taken away from you and it's gone, and it's okay to be sad about it. You've got to go feel it to get through it, or feel it to find your way through it. And then he said something about, everyone's been telling me to turn my heartbreak into art, turn my pain into art, and I think I will do it. It will probably end up being Everyone's saying the stories have been so good, and especially since I am clearly a hopeless romantic and whisked myself away to the mountains dramatically, for some peace and clarity and sanity, and just to be alone and center myself and reset. So for my own mental health, I will probably do that, because my therapist also said I need to take up a hobby. And everywhere I look, I keep saying, take the broken pieces and turn them into art. So, okay, I'm going to write that's 4. Why do I always do that? I'm going to write 2 different screenplays. One will be the realistic version, so we'll call it an indie film, where it just still doesn't work out. The timing's off, because he just couldn't find the time for me. He just couldn't make it work like he said he wanted to, or either he decided he didn't want to and didn't want to tell me. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But it didn't work. Timing was off. And I'll do that version of it, about a woman just, healing from heartbreak, I suppose. And then I can write the Hallmark movie version of it, where it all does work out, and either it works out and he comes and, like to my door and my neighbors tell him I'm gone. Would I secretly love for this to happen? Of course. Is it really going to happen in real life? No, because I'm realistic. But, where he goes and knocks on my door and my neighbors are like, what are you doing here? You broke her heart. You know how upset she is? She ran away to the mountains. He's like, what? I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I fucked up. Like, my family told me I fucked up. I'm a total idiot. Like, where is she? And they have my address, because for emergencies and if they want to come visit, I have a spare room. So, the Hallmark movie fantasy happy ending version of that is that he comes up here and profusely apologizes and grows up and realizes that I am what he wants, and that he fucked up, and shows up at my door, and then I make him work for it, because I'm a different person now, and I'm not as open and happy as I was 2 weeks ago. So we would have to take it slow and take our time, but he earns my trust in that scenario. Or the other Hallmark movie scenario is I fall in love with someone clearly up here. Hallmark movies are character driven, and boy is this town character driven. Goodness, they are like me, but way more interesting. So I love everyone I've met so far. They're great. So I could write a movie about just, the whole real premise, like heartbreak, leaving town because of the writer's strike, driving up to the mountains, living up here, trying to figure out how to handle life without Instacart, learn how to play a fish, and then I could create a romance with a character here. I haven't met anyone yet, like I said, because I'm a hermit, other than a handful of people that are married or age inappropriate, we'll just say that. So, I could maybe foot something up like that, like one of the lake people, or even an Airbnb. I have a nice relationship with my Airbnb host. It would be something silly like that, or I could just change the age of the maintenance guy that's come. He built me a cat enclosure on the porch, which is nice, which you can see behind me, the chicken wire. So anyway, I think it would be fun to write that too, and just make it super cheesy and follow all the Hallmark movie, TV movie stuff. Except in Canberra, my friend Canberra says I should set it at Christmas, because the best ones are always at Christmas. So I don't know. I'm melancholy, but I'm working on it.